What is up, awesome family, and welcome to a brand new video. Before the video starts, make sure to subscribe to our channel for daily interesting videos and make sure to turn on the notification button to stay tuned. Thank you and enjoy. In today's video, we are going to talk about 80 strangers who formed a human chain to save a drowning family. So let's get into the video. It's easy to assume that we live in a scary, hateful world. Every day the news is filled with stories that show the worst in humanity. It doesn't help that we barely connect with one another, living our days consumed with our needs and responsibilities. This may be what we are led to believe, since our humanity is tested every day of our lives. Whether it's the simple act of stopping your busy day to give someone directions, complimenting someone out of the blue, or simply smiling to a complete stranger. These actions may appear trivial, but they matter. People may live in a fast-paced world, but when someone needs help, the natural reaction folks have is not to hide out, but rather to assist, even if the individual or persons are complete strangers. Our story begins in Panama City Beach, where Roberta Ursuri, her husband, two sons, mother and nephews were enjoying their day at the beach. Ursuri left the water, assuming her sons, Noah, 11 years old, and Stephen, 8 years old, were close behind her. She realized they were further from shore. Worried, she walked down the beach. When she heard their screams, she knew she had to swim back into the ocean. The boys had been pushed further on the water, while they were on their boogie boards. They were screaming and crying that they were stuck. Ursuri recalls, "People were saying, 'Don't go out there,'" she says. Despite the warnings and her fear, she dove right in, along with the rest of the family. "I honestly thought I was going to lose my family that day," Ursuri admits. Unfortunately, the rip current took them further into the ocean as well. In total, 10 people were trapped in 15 feet of water, 4 adults and 2 children from one family, and 4 additional swimmers trying to help. Luckily, Jessica and Derek Simmons were walking along the beach when they saw people all looking into one direction. "I automatically thought they had seen a shark," Simmons told the Panama City News Herald. "I ran back to shore and my husband ran over to them. That's when I knew someone was drowning." Simmons remembers telling herself, "These people are not drowning today. It's not happening. We are going to get them out." The human chain stretched 100 yards with about 80 people holding arms. The first pair to be rescued were Noah and Stephen. They were passed down through the human chain until they reached the shore. "I got to the end, and I know I'm a really good swimmer," Simmons reveals. "I practically lived in a pool. I knew I could get out there and get to them." By the time Simmons reached Ursuri, the mom was barely able to keep her head above water. She says Simmons told her to keep going. It took about an hour to get all 10 swimmers on dry land. Ursuri's 67-year-old mom, Barbara Franz, was the last person to be rescued. She had told her son-in-law and nephew to let her go. "That's when the chain got the biggest," Ursuri says. "The linked up wrists, legs, arms, if they were there, they were helping." "The most remarkable thing to see," Simmons adds, "these people who don't even know each other, and they trust each other that much to get them to safety." Franz suffered a massive heart attack and an aortic aneurysm in her stomach, but she is now in a stable condition. One of the swimmers stranded, Brittany Monroe, had a panic attack but has been released from the hospital. When everyone was rescued, beachgoers applauded and cheered. Simmons called the experience life-changing. He said, "To see people from different races and genders come into action to help total strangers is absolutely amazing." She said also, People who didn't even know each other went hand in hand in a line into the water to try and reach them.